Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the Army Painter Mega Paint Set. This is their set of 50 paints, and because it comes with a black and a white, this is something that really you could buy up front if you know you want to paint, or you're just ready to really up your painty game, for lack of a better word, and you really want to get into it. This is a great set to buy. This comes with, as you can see, multiple shades of red, blue, metallics, browns, grays, oranges, greens, tons of stuff here. So let's actually dig into it a little bit, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it. So first things first is actually this. This is their painting guide set. If you've watched my Rising Sun review of their Rising Sun set, then you will see that I quite like this. So this has some fantastic stuff, base coating, and, they have shading, dry brushing, prepping, priming, a highlighting chart. This is kind of cool, where they give you like the color, then the shade you would use, and then the wash you would use, and then kind of an intermediate, and then a highlight, like an edge highlight as well. And just kind of like it talks about how you can mix and match if you want, or washing metals, which I love to do. You probably saw me do that on my Bane Venom video, perhaps. If not, go ahead and check that out. A very cool effect on the metal to really kind of tint it in a cool way here. The quick shades, just on even like regular plastic here. The dry brushes, large models, just a whole bunch of stuff. Always cool, always nice. Basing, don't overlook basing. By the way, this stuff is fantastic. You see me use this all the time, so I love their basing stuff too. Very cool. They just kind of literally give this away for free. Take one. They don't sell this. They want you to be a better painter, which makes sense. They're a painting company, hence the Army Painter. Okay, they also give you a Regiment Brush, which you can do everything with a Regiment Brush. And here's why. That doesn't mean that smaller brushes or larger brushes don't help. And obviously dry brushes are invaluable. What I mean is the important part of a brush is the belly and the tip. And as long as you have a good tip and a nice kind of even belly where you're not going to hold a whole lot of paint, but enough, you can paint pretty much any size miniature you need to. With enough patience when it comes to putting paint in this one. So very good. If they were going to give you one, this is the brush you want. I highly suggest their most wanted brush set. It's what I use in all of my videos. You've seen it constantly. It comes with an insane detail brush, a Regiment Brush, and a small dry brush. Those three things, all you need. You can do the eyes or little fiddly bits. You can do kind of the basing and everything else with this, and you can do the dry brush. So awesome there. As for this mega set, this is selling right now on Amazon from the Army Painter for $95. That is less than $2 per paint pot, which is fantastic for any paint really that you're buying, especially this, these kind of nice wargaming acrylic paints. Fantastic value there. That is seriously a good value. And as you can see, you get pretty much, again, you get all these reds and blues and metallics. So you get the, kind of the dark metallic, the medium metallic, and the light silver. You get a kind of a greedy gold, and then you get some bronze. It comes with two kind of effect paints, this glistening blood and dry rust. These are going to be the most common two you need depending on what you're painting. Rust is super common in any kind of armor or, vehicle or anything like that. And blood, you can't ever have too much blood. So this is a very good shiny blood. You can also use that for like gemstones and stuff. Works really well. And then of course you actually get all of their basic washes. So you're only missing their colored washes, like the green and blue one. So this is strong tone, flesh wash, soft tone, and dark tone, which is kind of a black and then different shades of brown that you would use, like for instance on flesh, or on a lighter color or a darker color. And again, you have all these greens, and I have been using this a lot. If you've seen my recent videos, you've seen a lot of Army Painter in here, and I must say I'm pretty happy with it. Some of the nice things about it are their like color matching here. While I don't have any of their primer, it is always nice to be able to have paint match the primer exactly. So for every colored primer they have the color, which is super nice, which means if I'm going to be getting colored primer, this is definitely something I would look into because I already have these, right? Additionally, all of these paints are the same consistency, which is fantastic. So they all use the exact same medium, so you can mix and match and not have to worry about that. And very often I have found paints that are, some colors are thicker than other colors in the same company, in the same range. Some will have a bit of a texture, whereas some won't because they're, maybe slightly clumpy, just because of the formula they've used to reproduce the color and have the color stay. I'm not necessarily blaming them for that. I don't think it's necessarily purposeful, but it makes that kind of mixing difficult at times because you have to water some down more and whatnot. And these are all fairly watered down too. Again, I mentioned this before, but while I still water them down a little bit, I don't nearly as much as I have other brands, which is kind of nice. It just makes it a little bit easier to work with. And it means if I do add a lot of water, I can get some really good highlights in there. Or you can also have some, the same medium that they kind of put in here. I'm sure they sell that and you can actually put that in there. And then you can do stuff like wet blending and proper thinning because you're kind of stretching the colors in the same medium that it should be in instead of the water, which will dry up a little bit faster. So anyway, this is just a quick review on this. Again, I'm not even going to bother unboxing it or anything like that. You've seen me use tons of these, so highly recommended. A great paint set, great price. If you're in the market to really expand your inventory, this is the one to get. The Army Painter Mega Paint Set. Anyway, guys, that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this kind of interests you if you are in the market, or hopefully you found this helpful if you're at all shopping for something like this. And I will talk to you guys again soon.